This is the story of 3 different outcomes of what's gonna happen next year. Now, let's put this out here because it's going into the holiday season. We're gonna be with friends and family and talking about a lot of people like talking about real estate. We have buyers on one end of the spectrum that are freaking out thinking the market's going to crash and they shouldn't buy. We have sellers on the other end of the spectrum that want to break the record sale that was set in the middle of this year, where they want to hold firm on their prices. And then we have the vast majority of people in the middle that are just trying to figure out what's going on. My name is Stubbs, team leader, co-founder here at the SB Luxury Group. So let's dive in. Number 1 is nothing happens. What I mean by that is prices stay about the same because interest rates don't change very much. We've been about 6 to 7% interest rates for the last 3 or 4 months strong. And we've seen prices pull back as we've said, but they've been flat for the last several months. If I were to look at a chart, this year looked like up, up, up. We hit 7% interest rates and we hit a peak and we went down. That down was about 10-15% depending on what you're looking at, and we've been flat since. If we move into next year, rates stay between 6 and 7. We're likely to see prices stay about the same and buyer demand continue to drop off, and depending on what area you're looking in, you might see a little bit of fluctuations in price. Number 2, there's 2 schools of thought here when you're talking about what people think are going to happen in the economy. Most people are predicting one of 2 things, and frankly speaking, from me looking at everybody, trying to be unbiased about this, a lot of it just depends on what they want to have happen. One school of thought is that rates go up to 8 or 9%, maybe even 10%. Prices will absolutely come down because buyer affordability is already at its max. And if you raise interest rates and add thousands of dollars to buyers' payments, they're not going to be able to afford the increased cost. So if rates go up above 7 and go to 8 or 9, maybe even 10%, we're going to definitely see that pullback in pricing, and that's where that crash would come from. Now, option number 3, which a lot of people are starting to go in this direction, especially because of what the Fed has been putting out. The CPIs have been looking good, which means inflation is starting to taper down. And if it happens again and the jobs report looks pretty good, I think we have a good opportunity for rates to come back down. A lot of top mortgage economists are talking the possibility of 4.5% interest rates next year. So what does that mean? If interest rates came back down to 4.5% or 5, even 5.5%, we would see a slew of demand coming to the market. We would have a ton of demand coming back into the market, driving back up prices at our already still low inventory. But these are the 3 stories: is rates are going to stay the same and prices will stay just about the same, to where if you buy now, next year you'll probably be happy you bought, especially if you're in a renting position. Story number 2 is interest rates go way up, prices come down, but affordability does not get helped at all. Story number 3 is interest rates come back down, we get a lot of demand, we go back to a crazy market like 20 and 21, probably not as crazy, but we go back to low inventory, high competitive market. So my question is, what is it that you're looking to change about your current living situation? Are you thinking is most likely to happen? What price point, what areas you're looking at, does it really matter for you? That is my update. If you have any questions, reach out to one of your local experts on our team, or click the link down below if you want to check out some properties and share with your friends. This holiday season, real estate is going to come up in a conversation. And if you want to know what you're talking about, go to ocmarketupdates.com, where we give an update every single Friday from boots on the ground, what we see happening. ocmarketupdates.com. We'll see you every Friday.